Welcome back to your Daily Dose. My name is Robert. I'm here with Susan. We've been talking all things King Con, the King Convention in Las Vegas, October 2024. We did a whole swag episode, but I missed a couple quick things I want to show. One is the official program, which again, filled with beautiful artwork, all sorts of just great information. But the also cool thing from a collector standpoint is here at the end, it lists the number. This is number 388 of an original official first edition program. So this becomes a collector's item.
There you go.
And I mentioned the actor Thomas Jane. They have an insert. He was there telling stories, got his autograph. Fantastic. And I missed a couple of big credits. Wanted to just make sure that to put out there the comedy series, Hutton, he was the leader in that. The Punisher was a big one for him, Deep Blue Sea, and Boogie Nights. 22, I forgot that. God, that was a Run Don't Walk. That's one you could watch. It's still horror, but I think you would handle that one okay. 1922 is spectacular. One of those movie adaptations, also done by Mike Flanagan, which is a nice lead back into Harold's Game. Again, please go see 1922. I believe it's on Netflix. Fantastic film.
1922.
Last swag thing. Here's this cool King Kong pin, and look what it does.
It does not. That's nuts. I've never seen anything like that.
That's amazing.
How fun.
Harold's Game is the name of this incredible book and movie. And in short, it's about a woman and her husband, her having downtimes in their marriage and decide to rekindle by going off to a very out in the woods type of cabin and play a sex game, where he is going to handcuff her to the bed. And it's not like, it's you can see they're trying to really love each other. They're just trying to play into it. And as it starts to get heated up, the woman just says, I can't handle this. This is not okay. And the husband didn't tell her he had taken a Viagra. They get into an argument and he has a cardiac event, falls off the bed, hits his head, splits his head open, dies.
Oh, no way.
And now she's chained to the bed. And
in this remote cabin thing.
Yeah, nobody's going to hear him. Nobody's going to know. She's going to die if she doesn't do something. That's the bottom line. And that's the story. So I've read the book. It's fantastic. It's painful. It's incredibly difficult. It was considered an unfilmable novel because so much of it happens with her chained to the bed. It's like, where do you go? Brilliantly, Mike Flanagan, without giving away too much, brings in other characters as facsimiles, has this incredible dog who was in the book. And oh my gosh, what happens there is amazing. And then there's a mystery character I won't give away that really brings things into an incredible light. So it's fascinating. But what it's most well known for, I can tell you now, is what's known as the degloving scene. Okay. So it's as bad as it sounds. I don't know if you can picture this, but in order to get out of the handcuff, she has to cut her wrist with this glass shard that she has to break and get the skin to peel back and pull through the handcuff. In other words, the blood acts as a lubricant and her hand becomes smaller because the skin is pulled back and she's able to get it through. It's about as awful of a thing as I've ever read. And it plays on the screen in a way that just, I've known about this movie. I've tried to watch it a couple of times. It's really well done. And I'm watching it. I'm going, I know it's coming. Nope, not going to watch it.
Oh my gosh.
I committed to it though. I said, I'm finally going to watch it here because I get to do what's never happened for me. It's in a group of people. I can be brave in front of them.
Yes, right.
When it got to that scene, and most everybody knew what was coming.
Sure.
We were losing our minds. It's one of my top 5 all-time film audience experiences because we were screaming. I was kicking the floor. I was going, no, God, oh, God. Yeah, it was so incredibly painful. Oh, and aesthetically well done. I mean, really well done. It looks unfortunately real. God, does it look real?
So you didn't close your eyes?
Nope. Nope. Oh. And I had nightmares all night.
Oh, Robert, did you really?
Well, I know it. I can already see it now. I'm knocking my glasses up because it worked up. God, it's like one of those. And I have this terrible sensitivity about my wrists anyway. I don't know why. It's just something I have a sensitivity about. So, God,
Wow. That the whole scene of other skiing fans watching, knowing what's coming, that must have been like multiplies exponentially crazy
Just
energy.
howling at the screen, right? Just you know what it felt like, Susan? It felt like a roller coaster. It felt like an unbelievable roller coaster. And it gave me a new appreciation because I am not at all a fan of gore for gore's sake. I do not like it. I appreciate well done gore or violence that hurts because it's reality. It's the same with like war movies and stuff. When people cheapen death or cheapen people shooting each other, I'm like, okay, I don't like that at all. But one of the best films I've ever seen was this movie called Three Kings. It's a war movie because every bullet that shot and killed somebody, you saw it enter the body in such a way, and they did like animation stuff to show its destructive element. And I was like,
No,
that really hurt. Or like Saving Private Ryan, that hurt like nobody's business. That's not cheap. That's not
no,
exploitative. That's
no.
the reality.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I really do. And there's also artistic violence that I can appreciate sometimes, like Quentin Tarantino's or certain kung fu films. I can enjoy that. But there's another thing called torture porn. Nope, I've got no time for it. There's a
Yeah.
whole series called Terrifier. Nope, got no time for it. I disdain that sort of stuff. This one, I mean, the story was so good. I mean, this woman is incredibly real and wonderfully flawed and beautifully human and
Oh.
so well acted, so well done. Mike Flanagan, just, I mean, filming the filmable, making an incredible movie. Hats off. Beautiful stuff. So you hear that, Susan?
And
Would you ever watch this movie?
no,
I totally get it, and I wouldn't have
no.
either until this weekend.
And I mean, most of the reason is because of the way you told it is so realistic that I can almost see it.
I did enough,
And
I'm sure.
I there's just enough beyond my ability to imagine that I can't, I couldn't go there.
It's so crazy, and I
So
forget.
not what I thought you were going to say.
No,
There's some, I can't remember which, whatever. There's some mountaineer or
127 hours.
yeah.
It
And I
similar.
thought that's where this was going to go, but this, ah,
Yeah, 127 hours, also brilliant. And by the way, it sidelights to another one I'll bring up here in a minute. Get back to the Dollar Baby because it's a whole insults to the body thing, which I think deserves
yeah.
its own episode. So let's go there. Thanks for hanging in there for this one. There you go. I should have put a disclaimer in front of this. I hope you're all okay. See how that goes.